First of all, I thank you on the 4th of July that you people found time between for this program. I myself was in Washington yesterday, and I have to be back in Boston because when I come here in the summer, I anchor myself at Harvard, where I have to teach 2 courses in economics. One course is on comparing India and China and economically, and the other course is on mathematical methods that are used in economics. So both these courses are required courses at Harvard in the fall and spring, and those who can't take it in the fall and spring then come to take it in the summer, which is a compressed semester. So, so the weekends is where I go out to address the Indian community. And I know you are all busy, you come distances, and then on the holiday, so I am obliged. I'm going to speak to you today about the India's current political situation. Not in terms of politics, but what are the ingredients of this political situation that should concern us, and how do you rectify this situation? Any discussion about India is like describing a glass with some water in it. You can either say it's half full or half empty. People say, those who say half empty are called pessimists, and those who say it's half full are called optimists. But I think we must recognize there are many good things happening in India, and it's no use speaking to Indians about what the good things are happening, because that's not necessary for its rectification. What is to be rectified is what is not right, and what is dangerous for the country, and how it should be rectified. The political situation is constituted in many dimensions. The first dimension is corruption, the impact of corruption on the political situation. The second dimension is national unity. How national unity is impacting our or national unity, or the lack of national unity is impacting our political situation. The third is the economy. What is going wrong with the economy, and what kind of impact it will have on the political situation. And the final dimension is that of social engineering, the ferment in our society which needs to be fixed. First of all, let me take corruption. I believe that it is a well-established fact that the scale of corruption has increased very substantially in the last 20 years. In the last 20 years, we have also moved from a planned economy to a market economy through economic reforms. So the communists are making propaganda that because you moved from socialist economy to a capitalist economy, that is why there is corruption. That, of course, is silly, because it's like saying that in the United States the number of Christians and the production of shoes is positively correlated. So if you stop the production of shoes, the number of Christians will also go down. That's a nonsense correlation, because if the number of Christians go up, it's because the population of America is going up, and if the population of America is going up, the demand for shoes will also go up. So those who teach statistics amongst you know that this is called nonsense correlation. What has happened is that the opportunities for corruption during the socialist period, when we adopted the Soviet model, was limited to government licenses and quotas. And now, and the number of industries were very limited. We had come out of independence, and the socialist regulation licensing system was such, it wasn't permitting industries to come up automatically. It had not deregulated, it was not a deregulated economy. After the economic reforms, for which the truth is that the blueprint for the economic reforms was prepared by me when I was Commerce Minister, and I was subsequently also held a ministerial rank position in Narasimha Rao's government. And Mr. Narasimha Rao deserves the credit for having ensured that these reforms are implemented. But the media gives all the credit to Manmohan Singh and not to Narasimha Rao, and certainly not to me. And that's because Sonia Gandhi never liked Narasimha Rao, and therefore she didn't want the credit to go to him at all. And of course she liked me even less, so not at all. So therefore the media management has been so tremendous that Manmohan Singh has got all the credit. And Manmohan Singh, if he was as a finance minister so powerful to bring about these economic reforms, why is Prime Minister is not able to bring any reform at all? That is a question that itself answers why it is not Manmohan Singh. And to the credit of Manmohan Singh, I'll say that he himself has publicly said that the blueprints were prepared by Swamy and Mr. Narasimha Rao implemented it. But the country has given me the credit, and I'm grateful for that. He has gone on record to say that. Now, I'm coming back to this the question that because of economic reforms, our growth rate rose from 3.5% per year GDP, which was the period of 30 years, 1950 to 40 years, 1950 to 1990. We were growing at about 4% per year, which is a low figure, which the communists, to hide their shame that the Soviet model had failed, had described it as the Hindu rate of growth. It had nothing to do with the Hindu rate of growth. It was in fact the Soviet rate of growth. And this 4% then has now transformed to, in the last 5-6 years, we have been growing at 9% per year. After Narasimha Rao brought in economic reforms, the first 5 years we achieved a 7% growth rate. 7 to 7.5% growth rate. So this growth rate created a huge new mushrooming of industries, opportunities. The software industry came up in that period, and so on. And therefore the opportunities to do gigantic corruption also increased. And it is the opportunity not because there is deregulation, but because there are more places to do corruption. That was done. I define corruption as misuse of public office for private gain. You can't have everything as corruption. The congressmen are saying that Ramdev is engaging in taking black money, and therefore who is he to talk about corruption? Now Ramdev takes Dakshina. How is he going to look at the currency note and say this is black money? There is no distinction between white money and black money while looking at the currency. Unless of course it's ISI printed money, then of course you can say, but how, even that is very difficult to find out.